What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Edge today, definitive. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 29th day of August, and here we are at about 52.6 cents with 9 hours and 25 minutes left in the day, up 23% on the day, essentially. We've had a little bit of volatility over the past hour. If we're looking at this on the 15-minute time frame, let's actually go over this real quick. You had a massive pump, and then you even just dumped down a little bit from a high to a low, dumped down about 11.8%. You're having a nice pump back so far, and I will admit, looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, that's a really nice look. But do you close here? 25 minutes, 32 seconds left. It's a lot of time left in this 1 hour time frame. If you can close here or higher, I think that you immediately do continue making moves higher. But it's very possible that you come back down a little bit. Okay, let's look at this real quick on the daily time frame. From an overall high to low, you are at your 382. You're right at prior areas of support. You could be finding resistance here and come back to your 236, right? Your 236 at 47 cents. It's very possible that you could go down there. If we're looking at the 1 hour, we look at our indicators. Overbought. Stochastics are coming down, but that's only because you're red. Again, if you come up and you close this 1 hour green, I think that would actually look really good. Your MACD is looking pretty fierce right now. Crossing above the zero is a good sign, but you've done this before, once, twice before, okay, in this downtrend. Crossed above the zero here, and that's where you stopped. Crossed above the zero here, and that's where you stopped, and then you came down, right? Had very convincing moves that you're moving up. You broke out of this downtrend right here, and you still went lower. Broke out of this downtrend right here, and you still went lower. Broke out of this downtrend right here. Might you go lower? It's very possible, right? I'm not calling for us to go lower. I'm just telling you what's happened before, right? During days like this where the whole market is red, where everything is literally freaking red, everything doesn't matter what list you're looking at, everything's red. People get distracted. They'll see the one coin that's pumping, and they'll take their coins that are in a loss. They'll sell those coins, then they'll put it into a coin that's up a lot, like this, chasing the pump, and then that coin, it's a bull trap, and then it comes back down. And then you're just compounding those losses, right? Stuff like that happens all the time. I'm not saying that's what'll happen here. This really could continue to grow, and if we're being honest, I feel like this move is a bit different than the last couple of moves. If we look at this, I mean, first off, on the 1 hour, that's a deeper reading in the overbought zone and in the stochastics than we've seen throughout most of this move down. It's a lot of volume over the past couple hours, and that's a really nice look so far. You are moving up while the rest of the market's moving down. All right, there's a lot of good things going on. RSI is coming back. You bounced off your oversold zone. Stochastics look like they want to get overbought, and the MACD is actually showing life for the first time in this whole kind of scenario of a downtrend. So if we come back down, I would still think that we come back up, going back to that idea of finding support at like 47, maybe even 45 cents, somewhere down there, right? Very, very possible. If we take this low here to a high, if that is the high, the golden ratio is at 44 cents. Maybe we could go all the way down to 43 cents again. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think if you bought here, even if it came down, it's going to come back up, and it's going to be in the green, right? So if you can buy here, if you can't hold back the FOMO, have this conversation with yourself. I'm buying here, and if it goes lower, I will not sell, because it will come back up, okay? It will come back up. I would have that conversation with myself. If we're looking at the 4 hour time frame, the RSI is pretty bullish, man. I mean, overall, it's very bullish. And this is a very nice reaction here that you're having. I don't know. I don't mind that. Stochastics look bullish, and the MACD, again, it looks different. This move is definitely different. So even if we get some implied volatility, we come back, find support at prior resistance at that 47 to 44 cent area, whatever, prior support here, I would think that this move does continue to grow. But do we even pull back, or do we continue to grow like immediately? I mean, the 1 hour time frame here, we look at that. We already did pull back a good bit. Right, from a high to a low. How much was that from a high to a low? We pulled back about 12% already. Maybe that was it. That's a lot of volume. It's a lot of volume. That's a good looking candle, but we got 21 minutes left to see how it closes, okay? Daily time frame. The daily RSI is immaculate, very bullish. Bouncing right off the 40 area. We love to see that. Phenomenal. Stochastics crossing back up. We need the orange line to come up into the band out of the oversold zone. That would look good. And then the MACD overall is bullish. Bearish momentum is building right now. You are crossed down, but it's actually now this momentum is starting to die off. So there are more good things going for you in the MACD than there are negative things. I'm just curious to see what happens over the coming hours. We got 9 hours left in the day. If you can close here or higher by the end of the day, cool. If not, I mean, maybe you go down to 47 cents or lower. And it is possible, it is completely possible, my friends, that this is a bull trap, right? Again, you're finding resistance here. If it is a bull trap, let's address that real quick. So we didn't really talk about that. If this is a bull trap, from the relative low to high here, I would think you go down to 33 cents. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could go to 33 cents. Let's take this high to low. I'm curious. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That actually make a whole lot of sense even. You stopped right above your 2886. It'd be serendipitous of you to go down to your 1886 at 33 cents. 2886, 1886. I'm just saying. Just because it's serendipitous doesn't mean it has to happen, but the 382 is right there as well. That 33, 34 cent area is looking scrumptious. If I bought here and I couldn't hold my excitement, it's up 21%. I can see it going to new all-time highs, and it will go to new all-time highs. We're going to talk about that in a second too. I would tell myself, even if it goes down to 34, 33 cents, I will not sell. I will only buy more, or at the very least, I will hold. I will not sell. When we do move up higher, we don't know if that's the low yet, but let's just assume, okay? Let's assume that this is the low. If it's lower, notice this line here. You see these lines up here, the extensions. If I pull it down lower, those extensions only get higher. So if the low is lower, these are conservative targets at the very least. You're at 51.5 cents now. The immediate next target areas to consider would be about $1.16 to $1.57. Looking at how you've performed so far, I wouldn't think that you stop there. You're at about a $100 million market cap, and you're a hot topic in the crypto space. I would think that you have a very solid chance of seeing your next stopping point being at like $3.74 or higher, $3.74 or higher. I don't think you get much past $5, okay? Because you're going to hit that $1 billion market cap area. You're hitting this money zone. You stopped in this money zone, right? We top off that high to this low here. Literally stopped right here. The orange lines, the orange area here. I'm going to delete these fibs here so that we're not all congested. You see, you stopped right here in these orange lines. That's where your high was right there. These next orange lines are up here. I would think that $3 to $6 area is where you're going to go, okay? But again, before that, you might drop down to 33 cents. You never know. Or at the very least, I would expect, 47 cents, maybe 44 cents, somewhere in that area. I'm tempted to buy. It's definitely exciting, especially when everything's red. But I'm telling you, man, this is my third cycle. I've seen this happen enough times. Moments like this are to distract you. It's a way to compound your losses, okay? Everything is red. And then you buy the coin that's up because it's the only one that's up, and then it dumps on you. So you're compounding your losses. It's best if you just sit on your hands and do nothing. Okay, wait for the market to come back. It's going to come back. We got a lot of shorts to plow through. I mean, let's just see here. Over the past 30 days, 18 point. You guys, we put on like $1.5 billion in shorts just in the past like hour alone. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.